Welcome back, Money Team. This is Matt Money Shots to another College Cheese. As always, College Football 26 just dropped a lot of information to start the news cycle for the College Football 26 game leading up to its release in July. And I'm going to go over all that. But before I do, as always, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to be a subscriber. Hit the like button. Let me know in the comment section. Other than that, let's go get right into the video. Now, the first huge bit of news that they dropped was something that we kind of had some information about as far as what the deluxe edition would look like when it comes to the cover, as we got a full reveal for both covers, the regular edition and the deluxe edition. And this year, the deluxe edition is a lot like last year's, where it has a lot of players. Only this time, we have a lot of coaches as well, which is something that I went over in a previous video when there was some leaks about the photo shoot when they were taking these covers, as well as a lot of previous players, guys like Tim Tebow in the cover, Denard Robinson, guys that were previously on covers in the past. And it had a lot of people speculating that there would be some sort of Heisman edition or a Legends edition. They didn't release any information about that today, but that doesn't mean it's not going to come out, as there still is information to be released, as EA did release something talking about how they're going to be having more information coming soon. But as for now, they only have two covers released, one of them being a deluxe edition, which is the one I'm showing now, which has once again a lot of players, only this time it's showing their face. If you remember last year, they showed a cover which was the official cover, where it was basically the behind look of all these players, and they showed all the names on the back of the jerseys and stuff like that, which is really meant to signify how EA originally had to stop making college football based on the fact that they couldn't put names on the jerseys. Well, that was something of the past. Now they're doing something where they actually just show the front of everybody. Maybe you can see their face a little bit more, which is going to be something that, obviously we're to the point now where we're not really surprised by the fact that they can use the likeness of the athletes. So it's a refreshing take, but it's basically the same idea, where you really just have a lot of representation from just about every major school, especially some of the bigger athletes that are expected to be in college football this year, as there's really just a ton of college football athletes, coaches, just really stuffed into one cover. While the standard edition cover only has two players, which is two of the biggest stars in college football from last year, who are both also freshmen, in Ryan Williams of Alabama and Ohio State receiver Jeremiah Smith, both of which really burst onto the scene as probably two of the biggest freshmen in college football history. And to see them together on the cover is not a mistake, because they actually released a statement from Evan Dexter, who is the VP of Franchise Strategy and Marketing for EA Sports, where he says, "Last year we brought back the pride, pageantry, and atmospheres and traditions of college football, and the response from fans was overwhelming." It says, "With College Football 26, we're celebrating our sophomore season with two generational sophomore receivers on the cover, and we can't wait for the world to experience even more heart and authenticity across athletes, stadiums, coaches, and fans. Tune in this Thursday to see what makes it so special." So basically what they're saying here is that they really wanted to use these two sophomore receivers to kind of mirror the sophomore return of the first game since they basically brought college football back. So since this is the second year of college football since they brought it back, they wanted to have the cover athletes be sophomore players as well, which I think is definitely really cool. They definitely picked two really good players to do that. They probably will move a lot of covers or a lot of standard editions just based off of the popularity of these two guys, especially compared to last year, where I feel like the cover athletes, with the exception of Travis Hunter, were a little bit meh compared to these two guys, which, to me, you look at the way that they're projecting right now in college football as well as the NFL eventually. These guys look like they're going to have Hall of Fame careers. Ryan Williams alone is probably my favorite, as he was 17 years old last year and made some of the most highlight reel plays you're ever going to see in college football. I don't remember which game it was in particular, but he had two in one game that were absolutely insane. So he, to me, definitely adds a lot of juice to this cover. I'm probably more of a fan of his than Jeremiah Smith, just based off the fact that I probably watched a few more games of his. And completely dominating in college football. And then Jeremiah Smith, obviously very similar, who is probably, for a while there was like a conversation who was the better freshman. And I think that people eventually moved on to realize that Jeremiah Smith is definitely the better freshman of the two, as he is probably, actually, I heard some people say that there's a rumor that he can have 100 rating in college football 26. There was a rumor going around about that. I don't know if it's true. I don't have anything to support that yet, but that's a legit rumor that I saw floating around, that he might crack 100 in this game. And now he's on the cover. It makes you wonder how close that is being true, but he'll probably be one of the highest rated players without a doubt. Now, to unpack that statement, he also said on Thursday we will actually see the reveal for college football 26. So we'll get a lot more information on Thursday, which is something that last week I suggested that in a video that maybe it would come last week, Thursday or Friday. Now we have an actual date. It will be on Thursday, and we'll probably get a bit of a countdown. If you go to their YouTube channel last year leading up to the reveal trailer, there was like a full countdown and everything. So I thought it was kind of surprising that if they would have released it before that there wasn't any previous information for people to know that you can go to their YouTube channel and wait for the trailer to drop, which typically happens around like 11 o'clock in the morning or something of that nature. So if you go to their YouTube channel, you will see that their official college football 26 official reveal is posted, and it already has a waiting time. You can wait until, it says premieres on May 29th, 2025. It says that it's 46 hours away at the time of the recording of this video, and there's already people here waiting and commenting. As the moment that I'm doing it, there's 264 people waiting for this premiere. Obviously, they're not going to be waiting straight for 2 days, but this usually gets pretty big. I think last year it got up to the tens of thousands for people that were waiting for this to drop, and it'll be the same way. I'll be one of those tens of thousands. So if you guys want to see a reaction from that, or more importantly, a breakdown of the stuff that you might not necessarily understand just from watching the trailers, I'll do like a full deep dive of all the information that you guys might have missed from this particular trailer whenever it comes out, from this reveal trailer. Make sure to be a subscriber, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section, because like I said, I will be doing that. Now, if you look at some of the people on this cover, the people that stand out the most are probably the coaches. We got Ryan Day, Marcus Freeman, Kirby Smart. We also have quarterbacks like Cade Klubnik, Jeremiah Love, Nicholas Singleton. You have previous EA Sports cover stars like Reggie Bush, Tim Tebow, and Denard Robinson. So I'm guessing it says here they're just paying tribute to college football's rich history. But I still feel like there could be another edition that we might learn about, maybe like a $150 edition or something where you might get something extra, as it's still possible. And there's more information from the same executive, but I guess we'll have to wait until Thursday to find out. Other than that, we have some quotes from the two cover athletes from the standard edition, where they basically just say how cool it is to be on the covers. Now, one quote from Ryan Williams, which was published from the One Network, the One Sports Network, basically says that Ryan Williams talks about certain things he remembers from playing older games. He says he's just remembering all those memories playing Mascot mode, playing Road to Glory, all those memories, they come all creeping in. It almost makes you emotional just because of how exciting it is. Now, when he says Mascot mode, it makes me go back to the Deluxe Edition cover and look one more time. As you see this year, there's a lot of mascots on the cover, including the Oregon Ducks and the Georgia Bulldog, and just a couple mixed in there. And it makes you wonder, based on the fact that they're bringing coaches to the game, or coaches back to the game, will they be bringing mascot mode back as well? Is that why we're seeing more mascots on the cover this year compared to last year? As there were no mascots on the cover in college football 25, which really makes you wonder if there's going to be a return of mascot mode, which would be a very easy way to bring a little excitement and creativity back to the game. And I don't think it would really take too much for EA to implement that into the game, because I already went over in a previous video how I don't really expect too many new features based off of the fact that last year there was so many and they're still kind of tweaking it and perfecting it. That would be a really easy feature to just throw into the game and get people excited about the game, because it was very popular and a lot of people were asking for it in college football 25. So let me know what you guys think. But if you guys want to see that video, I will have that popping up on screen right now. So just click links. And until next time, thanks for watching, man. My shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.